Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kadi and this is Research Helpmate. In today's video, I want to talk about the skills to have as a researcher. So I believe that during the course of researching, you get to develop certain level of skills, and it's not like compulsory to have all these skills, but during the course of your growth as a researcher, it is important to take note to have these skills and to grow these skills. So I'll jump right into 8 skills that you should have as a researcher. So I'll jump right into explaining the skills to have as a researcher. So the first skills to have as a researcher is communication skill. I believe that to be able to research, to be able to go out to research, you should be able to communicate. So as a researcher, communication should be on the top of your list. So your communication can be like your spoken words, how you want to speak to people, how you want to gather information. Communication is an important part of skills to have as a researcher, because you have to be able to pass across an information with your research. You have to be able to answer questions with regards to your research. So you need to be able to express yourself as a researcher. You can express yourself through words, through expression, through explanation. So you need to be able to do that as a researcher. The second skill that you should have as a researcher is your writing skills. So your writing skills need to be top notch, because as you are researching, you're writing. As you are writing, you're documenting. So you need to have these skills as a researcher, the writing skill, to be able to explain yourself. Just like how communication works with speaking, writing also speaks to your reader in a form of way. Another way is that you can communicate is through your writing. How accurate are you with your writing? How descriptive are you with your writing? How explanatory or simple is your writing to the readers, or is your research going to be to the readers? Okay, as a researcher, you are definitely going to write reports, you are going to write projects, you are going to write theses, you are going to write abstract, you are going to write a lot of things. So your writing skills should be top notch. Your writing skill needs to be like okay, so that people can understand what you're saying. And then if you are facing challenges with writing, you can always try out the Grammarly app. I will do a video explaining how to use the Grammarly app or the Grammarly tool to better your writing as a researcher. Another skill that you should have as a researcher is the time management skill. So you need to be able to manage your time as a researcher. It is very, very important to manage your time as a researcher. The time you want to start your research, the time for field work, the time for pre-field, the time for post-field, for time for abstract writing. That is if you are doing like your doctoral, like your doctorate project, if you are doing like a doctorate thesis, if you are doing research for like a paper, you need to like have certain time frame. How long do you want to write this paper? Where do you want to get information? How do you want to get, you have to be time bound. So critical thinking is another skills to have as a researcher, because it involves analytical thinking, it involves analytic and logic. You have to be able to like come with a solution to your research, what you're researching. You need to be able to analyze information, you need to be able to interpret the information, and you need to be able to put it together as a researcher. So that's like the third skill to have as a researcher. So another skills to have as a researcher is the data collection skills. So as a researcher, you need to have the data collection skills. You have to be able to go into the field to get data, to collect data, to use for your research, for your project. You need to be able to collect information, to store the information, for when you want to use it. So that's an important skill to have as a researcher. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So problem solving skills is the next skill to have as a researcher. This simply just means the ability for a researcher to break down certain problems to little bits and solving them. So when you break down these problems, you get to analyze them, and when you analyze them, you find a solution, you solve the problem. That is the importance of the problem solving skills, and that is why every researcher should have it. So project management skills is another skills to have as a researcher, because it plays a role in achieving a long-term goal. When you're able to project manage, you'll be able to budget properly, for your finances, for your research. You'll be able to make plans, like plans that relate to the promotion of your project. So when you have that project management skills, you can, estimate when you want to start, when you want to finish, you estimate your budget. This project management skills comes a lot when you even want to apply for grants, because when you're applying for grants, they're definitely going to ask you, how long did this project want to run for? How much do you need? What do you need it for? So when you have the project management skills, you'll be able to plan ahead and project manage your research. A skill that most people overlook is the teamwork skills. So you'll be amazed to find out that during the course of research, you're definitely going to meet people, you're definitely going to have to work in teams, and you need to have a teamwork skills, to be ability to work with other people to reach a certain end goal. So that is a skill that shouldn't be overlooked as a researcher. So I feel like this is the most recent skill that everybody should have. And that skill is to be IT inclined, to know how to use technology, to know how to use, Microsoft Word, to know how to use your computer, to know how to use your recording device, to know how to do different things. Another important skill is note-taking skills. So you might not have time to record people, you have to be fast enough to take notes, especially when you go out for research. As a researcher, note-taking is an important skill to have. There are different skills that you can have as a researcher, and some people don't recognize it as skills, but I recognize it as a skill, because to be patient requires that you have the skill to be patient. Like, you have trained yourself to be patient. You have to be observant. So as a researcher, you have to be observant of your environment, observant of your specimen, observant of the people you are interviewing. That is an important skill. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Do remember to like, to share, to subscribe, and turn the notification button. I hope this video have helped you understand certain skills that you should have as a researcher to carry out a research. So thank you guys. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.